bonjour tout le monde. Je suis ici pour vous. C'est Madame Roger. One awesome website that I've been using a lot of during this distance learning is Flipgrid.com. So I just want to share it with you. So we'll go to Flipgrid.com here. And if you don't have an account, you go to Educator Sign Up, give a few pieces of information about yourself and your audience. And the biggest thing is just how you would ask your students to join. It would be with their student email, their school email. So it would just be the GNSPES account. Because for Core French, for myself, my kids in grade 4 and above have access to a GNSPES account. So it's brilliant. So I'm just going to go to my educator login because I already have one. And like I said, you log in with Google. So this is amazing for in classroom or out of classroom usage because like I said, grade 4 and above, they're familiar with their GNSPES account. And if in class, if you have access to Chromebooks, it's fantastic. At home, if the kids have access to, an iDevice or a PC, the only limitation is you have to have access to a camera and a mic. So we're going to go in, log in, get your account, and voila. So this is a great website to be able to give a teacher, mini lesson, a teacher example, a model, and then have your students share their knowledge of what you've just taught. So I have several different grids, they're called, and basically it's myself sharing a question and then giving my answer. Again, aligned with the neurolinguistic approach to teaching Core French. So I'm going to do a new grid. But if you're teaching math or, language arts, I've heard of teachers doing book talks. I've heard of teachers doing mini math lessons. It's fantastic. So let's say we'll call this one Les Passe-Temps. And here is where you want to click on the school email. Okay. And we need to just scroll down. Sorry, next. And I think this pops up because I've been using it, but you want to make sure if this isn't already in there that you put the @ symbol, gnspes.ca. I've been using this site for a couple years and I love it. It's so user-friendly. Here is an example. You can share it right to your classroom. It gives you the option to copy it. So you could copy this and tweet it, embed it in a tweet, copy it in an email. It's super shareable. So I have just created the grid called Les Passe-Temps actions. I can delete it. I can edit it. I can share it, like I said. Anytime you start a new grid, they always have this kind of as a default, say hello on Flipgrid. I think it's basically just to try it out, to practice. I usually just hide it. I don't really want the kids to be able to see it to confuse them. I just want them to see my example. So I'm going to create a new topic so I can share my question. So title is Les Passe-Temps. And then I'm going to put the question in here. Quel est ton passe-temps? Now for accents, if you want to have accents, I haven't figured out yet how, I don't know if Flipgrid has an accent option within, but I would just go to, if I needed an accent, the new tab, find the accent, the letter with the accent that I want, Control-C, Control-V it in, copy and paste. Okay, so you can change the recording time. Keep in mind, if you're going to have a whole slew of videos coming at you, you may want it to be shorter than longer. You can hide this before, until you want to be able to share it. Here are a whole list of platforms that are possible. I'm familiar with recording a video, so I'm going to do that one. And I love that I can hide my unpresentable self with an emoji. So I'm going to do that now. And the kids love this too. Also, if we're working, let's say with 10-year-olds, there's a whole list of reasons why you may want the kids to get in the habit of covering their faces, even though this is HRCE approved. You can add text, you can paint, you can do whiteboards for mini lessons or just to block out your background. My husband was going to do a math mini lesson and he thought he would probably use a sticky note for the equation. Photo sticker, I've seen the kids, they're so much more creative than I am. They customize their own sticker. This is a great option, video options, if you click on the three dots to the left. For the neurolinguistic approach, we do like to teach reading in French. I would make up a message du jour. I would type it up in a Google Doc, and then I could actually screen record. So I could click on this and I'd have my tab ready with my Google Doc, click on my tab. I could read my message du jour and the kids could see it. So that made my day the other day. Okay, I'm going to just record my example here. Bonjour, quel est ton passe-temps? Mon passe-temps est faire de la bicyclette. Quel est ton passe-temps? And there's an option there to redo it, of course, if you make a mistake. Let me see. I want to be able to get the next button. There we go. Bonjour. You can review it, listen to it, change it, add to it. Click next. Again, I'm going to cover myself with one of these cute little emojis. Okay, and click. There's my selfie. Next. And your video is created. Voila, it's awesome. It's super easy. Now, there are more options. For example, you can add a URL. So if you're doing a book talk, maybe you want to add, or math, you want to add in a website that you want the kids to go to, an attachment. Here's some nice options. If you don't want the kids to be able to like other kids' videos, if you don't want them to be able to reply to other kids' videos, things like that are common. You might want to switch off. Depends, you know your kids best. Here is the feedback option. I have just been doing basic feedback, but you actually can customize your own rubric, which is really a great option. For basic feedback, without showing you, my student videos, basically a student would respond to my video that I just posted. And to the right of that, is a text option for basic feedback. And I would just say, oh, wow, Bobby, merci pour ton video. And then, for example, if they didn't answer a complete sentence, maybe in capital letters, I would say, mon passe-temps est, and give them the option. If it's more of a pronunciation issue, I would, instead of the text feedback, the basic feedback, I would just do a response video. So underneath the student video, there is a green speech bubble. Just click on that and you can give the kids a video back responding. So like, wow, j'adore ton video. Why don't you try this? Like when we say les chiens en français, even though it's plural, we don't pronounce the S, and kind of give them that option to listen to your feedback. Okay, so we're just going to create this, but that was kind of a quick overview. Again, so shareable, copy it, put it in an email, copy it, tweet it, add it right to your classroom. Shout out to Andrew Casey. He taught me that you can actually share the QR code. So for example, if you had 6 classroom questions, you could print out the QR code, post them rather in the school hallways or in your classroom, and the kids could just use a QR code scanner and listen to all your videos or their videos. Maybe they're different book talks. Okay, so we've got our code. So this is what it's going to look like from the educator view. You've got your video, your example video, and then you're going to have responses. For the kids, they're going to go in and it'll look like this, but then they're going to have a big green plus sign. And they're just going to click on that green plus. It's very user-friendly, and they'll create their own video. Again, to share, to delete, to edit. It's super easy, guys. Here on the top of your dashboard, you have My Activity. So you can see all kind of the data that's being collected. And without showing you, my kids' videos and their faces, just down below, anytime a new video pops in, a kid does a new video, it'll pop up. And I find I just go to My Activity on a daily basis and just see who sent me a video. But I also have it set up where I get an email in my GNSPES when a kid does a new video. So that is Flipgrid in a nutshell. I hope you enjoy.